Ford just proved something that really could change the EV industry. And this story hasn't gotten really any attention. It needs to. A UK consortium led by Ionic Rare Earths, which is an Australian company listed on the ASX, has just completed the world's first end-to-end recycled rare earth supply chain for electric vehicle motor magnets. Ford has officially validated it. Right now, the world is entirely dependent on China for rare earth magnets, which we need for a lot of things. EVs can't do without them. So being dependent on China for this gives China some leverage over the rest of the world, particularly over the West. Here's how it worked. Ionic Technologies, their Belfast-based subsidiary, took scrap ion boron magnets, which are called NdFeB magnets, recycled them all the way back to individually separated rare earth oxides. We're talking neodymium oxide at 99.87% purity, dysprosium oxide at 99.6%, and terbium oxide at 99.75%, all from 100% recycled feedstock. Those purity numbers are insane. Those oxides were then handed to less common metals in the UK, who converted them into metal and strip cast alloy to exact magnet specifications. From there, GKN at their facility in Germany manufactured the first finished magnets. Ford then built two complete test rotors at their Halewood electric motor plant in the UK. No Chinese things were needed. So that was the first ever. One of those rotors was put on a dynamometer at Ford's R&D facility in Dunton, and it passed the full durability test cycle. The results were directly comparable to rotors built with production-grade, freshly mined rare earth magnets. Ford's UK innovation manager Dennis Wilt said they proved recycled magnets can meet their rigorous commercial standards on the very first attempt. So that's a pretty impressive move. On the Electric Viking website, I'll put a link in the description below. We have more articles about electric cars and battery technology than any other website that I'm aware of in the world. So check that out. Link is in the description. And there you'll find our videos and analysis and articles about everything going on in the EV world. Why does this matter right now? Well, because China controls nearly all of global rare earth refining. And earlier this year, Beijing introduced export licensing requirements specifically targeting dysprosium and terbium. The exact two heavy rare earths used in this particular project. Guys, these elements are critical for high temperature performance in EV traction motors. Without them, they don't work. When those controls hit, rare earth prices in European markets surged to 6 times higher than what they cost in China. So China's manipulating the market. 6 times higher than what they cost in China is crazy. Ford itself experienced production disruptions because of this exact event. So the timing of this breakthrough is not a coincidence. The Western automotive industry is extremely exposed, and this project is a direct response to that vulnerability. The project was funded through the UK government's Climate Initiative via the Department for Business and Trade and Innovative UK. It was considered the flagship project among 36 circular rare earth initiatives. So there's other projects going on where people are trying to work out how to efficiently recycle existing magnets. Under the UK's critical mineral strategy, the country is targeting 20% of its critical mineral needs coming from recycling by 2035. Currently, domestic sources cover only 6%. So 6% to 20%, that's a pretty big gap. Now, this is not mass production yet, obviously. Ionic Technologies is still working on a final investment decision on a commercial scale recycling facility in Belfast. But the proof of concept is done. The purity is obviously there. The durability is proven, and a Western supply chain from scrap to spinning rotors now exists. This is like the lithium supply chain where it's all recycled. This is exactly the kind of supply chain resilience the EV industry desperately needs. And the fact that it worked on the first time, that's pretty impressive. Guys, I'm Sam Evans, the Electric Viking. If you found this valuable, please hit subscribe because the story is only going to get bigger. done 8,655 videos, I believe, after this one. And I do more content on EVs, batteries, and the renewable energy industry than I think anyone else on YouTube. If I'm wrong on that, let me know. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on where you, it doesn't matter where you live. A lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.